Greetings. Today, the moon continues in Scorpio, the deep, watery territory where we have to confront the deeper truth and what is moving inside of us as we move through a process of transformation, not unlike the metamorphosis that a caterpillar undergoes in a cocoon. A little bit of an overused metaphor maybe, but it is certainly appropriate. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro vibe for Saturday, April 4th. And today's Scorpio moon activates a water grand trine. So we have the planet Mercury in a trine with Jupiter. Actually, that was exact a couple of days ago, but the moon comes into a trine with both. So not not the exact moment like we had with yesterday's Venus Pluto Moon T-square, but not quite as exact. But so a water grand trine with Mercury in Pisces, Jupiter in Cancer, and the moon in Scorpio. So coming back to that Scorpio moon, we remember that we have this deeper process of transformation. So we're feeling things as they move and shift and change, and we don't know exactly where they're going. We don't have control over it. We feel things. We don't know what they mean. That is the nature of Scorpio, and it deals with that realm of mystery, with the deeper truths, sometimes the more intense or uncomfortable places of truth, and finding our own power, our power within, which ultimately our deepest place of internal power, our empowerment, is in our ability to transform, to take what has been, what is not working, and shift into something that moves in a more healing direction, something that helps us change. And that change process doesn't feel necessarily comfortable, but of course, it is how we do that metamorphosis, just like the butterfly emerging from the cocoon. So, Grand Trine, bringing all the water signs now. So we've got, well, Mars is also in Pisces still, but we have involved in this Grand Trine Mercury in Pisces. Mercury, the planet of communication, and in Pisces is in that watery, nebulous, foggy, confusing, sort of like I feel the vibe of what I'm trying to say, but I don't have the words necessarily, needing to follow that flow of what we want to say, how our minds are processing things. So even not just communication, but even things you might be trying to wrap your mind around can feel a little confusing in terms of what direction things are going and how to approach it. Right? Because Pisces is everything all at once. It's not clarity of direction. But with Pisces, when we shift into that higher vibration, that spiritual truth, that clarity that is coming from a bigger picture of wisdom, whether that's our own higher truth or our guides or a spiritual entity or whatever that may be, right? It's coming from a bigger place. So when we are able to receive communication from that higher place, then we get that clarity. So in other words, it's confusing to try and communicate what's here and now, because we're being invited, we're being asked to step up into that higher place of truth, that higher vibration of what is trying to be communicated. So that's Mercury in Pisces. And then we've got Jupiter in Cancer. Cancer, the energy of caring, nurturing, home, children, how we care for one another, what our inner child needs, what makes us feel safe, and that sense of belonging, of being at home, right? Where that feeling of comfort and safety exists. And Jupiter. So, how that expands, how we expand, how we need to take a leap of faith to trust our own ability to feel that sense of safety and that our needs are met. So all three of these planets with the Scorpio moon, Mercury in Pisces, Jupiter in Cancer, helping us work with this water energy. And the grand trine says, this is a very intuitive time. It's a time to really go with the flow. It's a time to listen to your intuition, to those higher ways that information is coming to you, to check in with your spirit, your spiritual truth, your spiritual needs, and to trust that flow of kind of what feels true and right, even if it doesn't logically make sense. We also have the sun coming into a square to Jupiter, so the sun in Aries. That square will be exact tomorrow, Sunday, April 5th. And as that square is forming, that Aries sun is putting a little bit of pressure on the Jupiter in Cancer energy. So also kind of a little bit of a fire under the butt, that feeling of I need to do something, I need to get out there, I need to get moving, but we also have to really, before things kick into full gear of movement, we need to trust what is moving through us and how we are moving on a vibrational, energetic level, and trust those mysterious ways that we are healing, changing, growing. We have to trust that. That is something that is moving under the surface in the realm of mystery. So continue that work, trust that work, follow the flow of where it is leading you, because it is probably helping you to discover something new about yourself that is more empowering and helps you to process either old emotions or new and new ways of being that you are moving into. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Marina Orms, and you can find more content from me at transformationalastrology.com. Great stuff over there. That is my member site, so you can sign up for a free account or sign up as a paid subscriber. That's only $5 a month, which is a fantastic way to show your support for this work, to show your appreciation for what I bring to you every day, and to help keep me going doing that. And I'm expanding what I have to offer. Your support helps a lot. Thank you also for subscribing to this YouTube channel. I appreciate you, and I will see you next time with more astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.